Buying a house with your friends is one way that some people are considering trying to make homeownership a reality. So according to a survey by RE/MAX, 48% of Canadians would consider non-traditional paths to homeownership in the future, which possibly includes buying a house with your pals or a family member who is not a spouse. For a closer look at how this works and why all friendships don't necessarily survive co-home ownership, we're joined by a real estate expert and, well, we're not going to be joined by Lucas, but we will be joined by real estate expert Monique Johnson. She herself has firsthand experience buying a home with a friend. Good morning, Monique. I don't know if you're going to share that yet, but I'll ask you a little bit later in our interview how that went.
Sure.
If anybody is deciding to buy a house with a friend, what do they need to consider? How does the process work?
Yeah, so the process is, first and foremost, the most important thing is to consult with a legal professional. So this legal professional will know about your intentions to purchase with a friend or an extended family member, and they're going to put in stipulations in the contract that protect each party should something go wrong. And what we need to remember is that contracts are there in the event things go wrong. So contacting a lawyer is the first thing, okay? The second most important thing is to also really scrutinize who it is that you're going to be getting into business with, because depending on who you choose, things can go south, right? And we're talking about asking very, scrutinizing questions about the person you're trying to get into business with, like, is this person good with stress? Can they handle high pressure situations? Are they good with their finances in general? These are the kind of questions you want to ask yourself about the person, and also covering yourself from the legal perspective.
All right, what are some of the benefits of a housing situation like this?
Anne-Marie, there are so many benefits, and I actually encourage clients to take this route if they're not able to purchase on their own. So some of the benefits include, cost sharing. So in places like Toronto, where the average price is, over $1 million, coming up with a down payment for that is quite a task. So if you are going to be purchasing with somebody, you're able to share that down payment, right? Another benefit that I absolutely love is, your income, along with the person you're going to be partnering with income, is going to be used for the combined mortgage approval, right? So that is going to boost your buying potential, which means that you're going to be able to buy a property in a better location and buying a better product, right? So that puts you in a great position. And also being able to share the maintenance costs. So we're talking about closing costs, maintenance, carrying costs, any kind of major repairs that need to happen. The burden is not on solely one person anymore, and you're sharing that with somebody else, which is kind of comforting.
Yeah, lots of financial benefits, but what about the cost to your friendship? What are the pitfalls to be aware of?
Oh, there are pitfalls. I've seen more situations work out than not, but life changes for people. People get married, people have children, people, have mental breakdowns, people have personality changes. It happens as a part of life, and we're human. So this goes back to the critical fact of having a contract in place to spell out all of these what ifs, so that in the event that they do happen, let's go back to the contract. What does it say, right? Where I've seen situations really get ugly is if people want to totally not respect the contract at all. And that's where we tend to see a breakdown in the relationship and perhaps litigation. But that is very rare.
What happens if one friend wants to sell?
Yes, if one friend wants to sell before the agreed upon ownership period has matured, again, going back to the contract, every contract has a time period in which that agreement needs to be honored, right? But again, life changes, situations change, people's finances change. So if someone wants to sell before being able to have that contract mature, what happens is the person that is in the deal with the person that wants to be bought out, they have to go through a rigorous, mortgage approval process all over again, because, that person will have the ability to be able to to buy that person out. But sometimes their finances are not strong enough to be able to carry up a larger mortgage, right? That's a buyout situation. But, the other option is to sell the property prematurely. And in that case, I would hope that the property has increased in value enough that each party can walk away amicably and still be able to do something financially on their own with real estate.
Monique, thanks for joining us this morning.
You're so welcome. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.